Good morning. You're watching Ellie from Ellymentry Papercrafting. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. Well, today's the day. It's May the 3rd, and it's the day that our new annual catalogue goes live. I've been showing you the cover a few times in some of my videos, and now I'm allowed to actually show you inside. So I'm not going to go through every single page because we really wouldn't have long enough. So I would suggest you grab a cup of coffee and put your feet up and just have a look at some of the beautiful new items in our catalogue. So let's get started. So the first page I've marked is this one, and this is a new suite called Tea Boutique, and it's got lovely teacups, flowers, etc. There are dies to go with this, so you can really push the boat out and do something special. And it does have some designer series paper which features our new in colours. So these will be in for the next 2 years, and those are Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide, Starry Sky and Orchid Oasis. So that's the first one I wanted to showcase. One that I particularly fancy is this Bottled Happiness, and this has got several old old style bottles, sort of things that they might brew mead and cider and old ales in. But it's really nice because you can use these flower designs. These work together, so it's like two-step stamping, and you can build up some nice little flower arrangements. These are also really useful if you're familiar with the one sheet wonder stamping. This comes with a punch to cut out this bottle shape, and also some acrylic domes so that you can make shaker cards. So that's a really quirky one. Okay, so the next one I've marked is Framed Occasions. On first glance, I wasn't really taken with this one, but I've seen people using it and I've come around to realising it's a really useful set. So these basic leaf shapes here might look like nothing on the page, but when you actually put them all together and use them with other stamp sets, they're really, really useful. And also these shapes here can be used with, let me just get this right, the beautiful shapes dies on this page here. So these cut out this, this and this. Okay, so that's a really useful set. I saw this, just this stamp alone, used on a card by my upline a week or so ago, and I just thought it was beautiful. This was hanging down and it was just a beautiful effect. So don't just look at it as a whole, look at each individual item. They can all be used separately for different things. The next one I've got here is the Abigail Rose Suite. Now this collection includes lots and lots of items. So you've got the actual Cottage Rose bundle, which is the stamp set together with the dies, and the dies cut out all of these images. It's really, really beautiful. There is also the lovely 12 by 12 designer series paper and this natural finish like Hessian ribbon. The paper is gorgeous. It's in the lovely subtle petal pink and the lovely neutrals, early espresso crumb cake, very vanilla, smoky slate, and there's a little black in there too, but beautiful, restful kind of images. And this is a lovely kind of vintage rose image. I really like this one. Another one that's really appeals to me is the True Beauty stamp set. Again, this is actually an entire suite which has the stamp set and dies as a bundle. Also includes the designer series paper and the iridescent basic jewels. They're like kind of a pearl effect. But this is, I can see this really being used in lots of different ways. I like this very much. I like the dies with that lovely trellis. That could be really used for lots of things. So that's one that, yeah, I should definitely think about buying. The olive branch here is, there's only the two big stamps, but the lovely sentiments here is really nice. So I think this could look really nice on a sympathy card. So that's another one that I'm really thinking about, and also will work with other stamp sets. And that's one of the things to really think about with Stampin' Up. All the stamps are sized to fit with each other, which is really, really useful. On this page, I really like these split card textures dies. So these don't cut a shape out, they cut into your cardstock. So as you can see here, this piece of paper here, they've cut this die out so you can see the card underneath. And I think that's a really nice effect. So there's two dies in the set, the sort of checkered one and this kind of floral one. So yeah, I really like that one. The Sun Prince collection. This is really pretty. The designer series paper is all shades of blue and grey granite. Pacific Point, Night of Navy, Starry Sky, that's one of the new colours. It's really beautiful, that paper, 12 by 12, double-sided as usual. I particularly like this stamp set and die bundle. These leaves are just so usable. I really like that, and I love the fonts on the sentiments. They're really gorgeous, and the dies cut out all of the shapes. So again, absolutely beautiful and really, really useful. I really like both of these sets, which is the Wisteria Wishes, again with a lovely die set. This one I can see used in so many different ways. And if you actually turn these upside down, they look like Christmas trees, so you can use them for more than one occasion. The Botanical Layers, again, something to use along with other stamp sets. Just some stunning little shapes there. This one, even just on its own, in the right colours, with the right sentiment, can look really delicate, beautiful. And that one comes in a bundle with the lovely layers vellum. So sheets of vellum with different designs on. So that's something a little bit different. The next one I've marked is the Ranunculus Romance. Now this isn't actually new to Stampin' Up, but it is new in the Annual Catalogue. It was originally in the mini catalogue at the beginning of this year, and I missed it. I didn't get it, so I'm really pleased it's back in because I do want that one. Something that's been very popular with other demonstrators is the Waves of Inspiration stamp set and die set. This one, I've seen some lovely cards created with this, and this is the wave shape that comes out. That's been a very popular one. Again, one that I particularly like is the Willow Tree and the gorgeous die. I'm really looking forward to playing with this one, and I will show you what I make. The next one that I particularly liked was Uniquely Artistic. This is a nice two-step stamp, so you can stamp your colouring the first time over and then use these dies to stamp over it in an outline colour to bring out the leaves, etc. There's the petals, I mean. But yeah, lots of two-step stamping here, so I'm looking forward to that one. This is just to show you that it's not all about stamps and dies. There are also lots of other items that Stampin' Up cover to help you to produce beautiful cards and scrapbook layouts. Another item that I really love playing with are the decorative masks, and this one I can see lots of possibilities here Lots of different sort of tartans. You can build up different colours. I've wanted something like this for ages. And then another one here. Again, you can use these on their own or match them up together. Really, really versatile. There are also some lovely accessories here. You've got the blending brushes, of course, which are so useful. If you don't want to buy large stamp pads, you can get the starter pack of the little stamping spots. They're very, very useful. Okay, so let's just show you some of the designer series paper in a bit more detail. These larger pictures give you more of an idea. This is a nice one, the Texture Chic designer series paper. I do really like the colours in here and the lovely little bits of gold foil showing through. And the 6x6 packs, which are double-sided, they come in all of the colours. So they come in the 40 colours that are always available in our annual catalogues, and then the current in colours as well. What have I got highlighted next? Accessories here again, the acrylic blocks to use with your stamps. Those are in lots of different sizes and they're specially made to fit our stamps. There's also a carry case that you can buy that they all slot into, so you've got them all in one place. And a new item on this page is the masking paper here. This is something that I've been waiting for from Stampin' Up, because you can use it to cut out shapes and mask them so you can stamp over and create new designs. Really, really useful. So that's the beautiful shapes dies that I earmarked before, and some other gorgeous dies here. These artisans editions, these are really gorgeous, very, very usable, very versatile. The designer tags, these are just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful detail there. And the deckled rectangle dies, those can be very, very useful. These fabulous frames here, they are really lovely, and the fancy frames. There's some absolutely gorgeous dies. Really lovely dies. So yeah, that's the split card textures that I mentioned earlier. And some gorgeous embossing folders. The cascading ruffles is really beautiful. That's really taken my eyes, and the fun embossing folder. So that's a very quick flick through. If you host a party, which means you can invite a demonstrator like myself to your home, invite a few friends over, we can have a fun evening making cards and just playing with stamps and dies. And if you get orders over a certain amount, you can get free goods, and that's always a nice thing, isn't it? So there you go. To host a party, you don't actually have to do it in person. If you're interested, I can just drop off some catalogues and you can invite people around, have a look through and place an order that way. So I hope you've liked this quick flick through the catalogue. If you'd like a hard copy, just let me know. I can always get one in the post to you. If you prefer to look at things digitally, I will, as always, add a link to the downloadable digital catalogue in the description box below. And if you'd like to order anything from me, you'll see a link to my online store in that description box as well. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you when I come back to show you some projects I've made using some of these goods. Bye bye for now.